Have you ever wondered what it is like to shop in a store with no shopping carts, no price scanners, and no background music? Here is what a complete shopping trip looks like at an Amish grocery store from start to finish. Arrival. The store sits on a gravel lot off a rural road. There is no large sign, just a small hand-painted sign that says bulk foods or grocery. The parking lot is a mix of cars and horse-drawn buggies. Amish families tie their horses to hitching posts while English customers park nearby. The building itself is plain, metal siding or simple wood construction. No windows, no bright colors. The entrance is a single door, often propped open in warm weather. You walk across the gravel, past buggies, and approach the building. You are about to enter a world that operates by different rules. Entering the store. You step inside, and the difference is immediate. The floor is concrete, no polished tile, no carpeting. The walls are lined with metal shelving units, no fancy displays, no promotional signage. The lighting is basic, fluorescent bulbs overhead. The atmosphere is utilitarian. This is a place for buying food, not for browsing. There are no shopping carts. Some stores have small hand baskets. Others expect you to bring your own bags. The store is quiet, no music playing, no announcements, just the sound of people talking and footsteps on concrete. First impressions. The smell hits you first. Spices, cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg. The bulk spice section fills the air with fragrance. Mixed with that is the scent of fresh bread from the bakery area. Coffee beans. Bulk grains. The smells are earthy and natural, nothing artificial. The layout is simple. Aisles are wider than in regular grocery stores. Families move through the store together. Women in plain dresses and head coverings fill baskets with flour and sugar. Men in suspenders carry bags of bulk goods. English customers browse alongside them. There is no division. Everyone shops together. The products are unfamiliar if you are used to conventional grocery stores. No brand names you recognize, just bins of raw ingredients, homemade items with handwritten labels. It feels like stepping back in time. The bulk section. The bulk section dominates the store. Entire walls are lined with bins and barrels. Flour, white, whole wheat, bread flour, cake flour, sugar in granulated, powdered, and brown. Oats, cornmeal, rice, pasta, beans, lentils. The variety is enormous. Clear plastic bins with hand-labeled signs showing the price per pound. You scoop directly into a bag or container. You weigh the item on a scale and write the weight on a tag. The prices are shockingly low. A pound of cinnamon costs $5. At a regular grocery store, a small jar costs $8 and contains maybe 2 ounces. Bulk oats are $0.60 per pound. Bulk pasta is $1.50 per pound. You can buy massive quantities for very little money. This is why Amish families with 10 children can afford to eat. They buy 50 pounds of flour at once and bake all their own bread. Bent-and-dent area. Many Amish grocery stores include a bent-and-dent section. This is Salvage grocery. Products with damaged packaging, dented cans, torn labels, or items approaching their expiration dates. The prices are slashed. Canned vegetables that normally cost $1.50 sell for $0.25. Boxed pasta with a crushed corner sells for $0.50. Cereal boxes with torn cardboard sell for $1. The products inside are perfectly fine. The packaging is just damaged. Grocery stores cannot sell these items at full price, so they sell them to salvage distributors. The Amish stores buy them cheap and pass the savings to customers. You can fill a cart with bent-and-dent groceries for $20 and walk out with food that would cost $100 at a regular store. The selection is unpredictable. One week there might be canned tomatoes, another week, boxes of crackers. You never know what will be available, but the prices make it worth checking every time. Many shoppers build their grocery lists around what is available in the bent-and-dent section, refrigerated section. The refrigerated section is smaller than in conventional stores but filled with local products. Cheese from Amish dairies, blocks of cheddar, Swiss, and Colby for $4 to $6 per pound. Compare that to $8 or $10 at a regular grocery store. Butter in 1-pound blocks, fresh, local, and cheap. Milk in glass jars or plastic jugs. Some stores sell raw milk, unpasteurized, directly from local farms. This is legal in some states and illegal in others. Where legal, customers seek it out for its perceived health benefits and rich flavor. The deli section offers sliced meats. Lebanon bologna, a traditional Pennsylvania Dutch smoked sausage. Sliced ham, roast beef, all cut to order from large rolls. The prices are half what you would pay at a supermarket deli. Eggs are available in large quantities. 30 dozen eggs at once is not unusual for Amish families. The eggs are fresh, often collected that morning from local farms. They cost $2 to $3 per dozen compared to $4 to $6 at grocery stores. Everything in the refrigerated section is local or regional. No products shipped from across the country. This keeps costs down and supports local Amish producers. Baked goods. The bakery section is a highlight. Fresh bread baked that morning. White bread, whole wheat bread, cinnamon raisin bread. Each loaf costs $2 to $3. The bread is dense, hearty, and made from simple ingredients. Flour, water, yeast, salt, maybe a little sugar or honey. No preservatives, no dough conditioners. It will not last a week on the counter like grocery store bread. It will go stale in a few days, but it tastes better than anything you can buy at a supermarket. Pies are another staple. Apple, cherry, peach, chouflé, pumpkin. Baked in traditional Amish style with thick crusts and generous fillings. A whole pie costs $8 to $12. At a grocery store bakery, a similar pie costs $15 to $20. Cookies and pastries are available by the dozen or by the pound. Oatmeal cookies, chocolate chip cookies, whoopie pies, brownies, all made in Amish home kitchens and brought to the store for sale. The women who bake receive a portion of the sales. The store takes a small cut. Everyone benefits. Amish-made products. Throughout the store, you find products made by local Amish families. Homemade noodles in clear bags. Thick egg noodles made by hand and dried. They cook in minutes and taste far better than boxed pasta. A 1-pound bag costs $3 to $4. Jams and jellies in mason jars. Strawberry, raspberry, blackberry, grape, peach. Made from fruit grown in Amish gardens and canned in home kitchens. No commercial pectin or preservatives, just fruit and sugar. Each jar costs $4 to $6. Pickles, relishes, and canned vegetables. Dill pickles, bread and butter pickles, pickled beets, chow chow, corn relish, all made using traditional recipes passed down through generations. Maple syrup from Amish-operated sugar bushes, dark, rich, and pure. A pint costs $8 to $10 compared to $12 to $15 for commercial pure maple syrup. Homemade soaps, laundry detergent, and cleaning products. Made from lye, lard, and natural ingredients. A bar of soap costs $2. A bag of laundry detergent powder costs $5 and lasts months. These products are not certified organic. They are not labeled with fancy marketing. They are simply made the way Amish families have made them for generations. And they cost a fraction of what similar products cost elsewhere. Checkout process. When you are ready to check out, you bring your items to the counter. There is no conveyor belt. You place items on the counter or hand them to the cashier. The cashier is often Amish, sometimes a family member of the store owner. She picks up each item and writes the price on a piece of paper or enters it into a basic calculator. If you bought bulk items, she weighs them on a scale and calculates the cost based on the price per pound. She adds everything up by hand or with the calculator. When she finishes, she tells you the total. You pay in cash. Most Amish stores do not accept credit cards. Some accept checks if you are a known customer, but cash is preferred. The cashier writes out a receipt by hand on a carbon copy form. You get the top copy. The store keeps the duplicate. There is no receipt printer, no digital record, just paper. The process is slow compared to modern checkout, but it is personal. The cashier might chat with you while she works. She might recognize you from previous visits and ask how you are doing. There is a human connection that is missing from self-checkout lanes and automated systems. The lack of technology means mistakes are possible. The cashier might misread a price or add incorrectly, but customers trust the process. If an error happens, it is corrected without drama. The relationship between store and customer is built on honesty, not surveillance. There are no security cameras watching transactions, no fraud detection software, just people doing business face to face. The simplicity is refreshing. You are not asked for your phone number. You are not pressured to sign up for a rewards program. You are not emailed receipts or added to marketing lists. You buy food, you pay cash, you leave. The transaction is complete and private. Your purchase history is not tracked or sold to advertisers. This level of privacy is rare in modern retail. It is one of the hidden benefits of shopping at an Amish store. The checkout experience feels slower but more human. You are not rushed. The cashier is not evaluated on how quickly she processes customers. She takes her time. She is polite. She treats you like a person, not a transaction number. When you finish paying, she thanks you genuinely. She means it. You leave feeling like you were respected, not processed. Leaving, you carry your purchases to your car. The bags are often plain, brown paper, or reused plastic bags from other stores. Some customers bring their own cloth bags or boxes. You load everything into your vehicle and look at what you bought. $50. That is what you spent. For that amount, you have 25 pounds of flour, 10 pounds of sugar, 5 pounds of oats, a gallon of raw honey, a block of cheese, 2 loaves of bread, a homemade pie, a pound of coffee, bulk spices, homemade noodles, and several jars of jam. At a conventional grocery store, $50 might buy you a few boxes of cereal, some packaged snacks, a gallon of milk, and maybe some produce. Nowhere near the volume or quality of what you just purchased. You drive away knowing you will be back. The prices are too good. The food is too fresh. The experience is too different from the sterile, impersonal atmosphere of big chain stores. This is how grocery shopping used to be. And for the Amish, this is how it still is. As you drive away, you reflect on the difference between this store and the supermarket you usually shop at. The supermarket has bright lights, wide aisles, and thousands of products. It has self-checkout lanes and loyalty programs. It has everything you could want, but it also has prices that make you wince. A small jar of spices costs $8. A loaf of artisan bread costs $6. A block of specialty cheese costs $12. The Amish store has none of the convenience or variety of the supermarket, but it has something more valuable. It has fair prices. It has food made by real people in local kitchens. It has a connection to the community that grows and produces what you are buying. The experience feels authentic in a way that modern shopping does not. You realize that grocery shopping does not have to be complicated or expensive. It does not require apps or coupons or reward points. It just requires a store that sells good food at honest prices. The Amish figured this out a long time ago. They never abandoned it. And as food prices continue to rise everywhere else, their model looks smarter every year. You will be back next week, and the week after that, because once you experience shopping this way, it is hard to go back to paying triple the price for half the quality. Inside an Amish grocery store, most food costs under $10. Not because the quality is low, not because the food is old or damaged, but because the entire business model is built on keeping prices down. No expensive marketing, no fancy displays, no corporate overhead, no credit card processing fees, just simple shelves, bulk bins, and local products sold at fair prices. The store serves the Amish community first. Large families need to buy in bulk. They need low prices to feed 10 or 12 children. The store provides that. But English customers benefit too. Anyone willing to buy flour in 2 5-pound bags instead of 5-pound bags saves money. Anyone willing to scoop their own spices from bins instead of buying small jars saves money. Anyone willing to shop in a plain building with concrete floors instead of a climate-controlled supermarket saves money. The trade-off is convenience. You cannot buy everything you need at an Amish grocery store. There are no fresh vegetables in winter, no tropical fruits, no frozen meals, no soda, no chips. The selection is limited to staples and local products. But for those staples, The prices cannot be beaten. A 2 5-pound bag of flour for $8, a gallon of honey for $9, fresh bread for $3, homemade pies for $10, blocks of local cheese for $5. These prices seem impossible in an era of inflation and rising grocery costs, but they are real, and they are available to anyone willing to shop the way the Amish shop. 1 hour in the store, $50 at checkout. More food than you can carry. That is the Amish grocery experience. No carts, no scanners, no credit cards, just food, fair prices, and a glimpse into a simpler way of life that still works in the modern world.